has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Allen going to look to throw on the first play. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Allen. Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Throwing is Allen on third. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Bills at 2-1 now to start the campaign. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. And that'll be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, we're going to play mistake-free football. That just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Knight. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Tosses out wide, and he's got Stephon Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Now Allen again. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And taken down just shy of the 40. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Allen off the play fake. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And a quick throw here that's complete. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. On play action, Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. And again, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game, start of the third quarter. But you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 117 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jacobs going to try the middle. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found. And he's got room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter. How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went. So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. Touchdown, Raiders! Hunter Renfrow, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they'll need at least 3 here on this drive. I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. Generally, your urgency does because of the last score they went against your team. So what you got to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that that momentum stays in your camp. Throwing on first down is Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They got a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard second down. Jacobs now. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a carry for Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Jacobs. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They run it with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Oh, looking for Water, but this is intercepted. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken out past the 30. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. They're triggered.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick six makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Allen now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Allen's throw is complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. To throw is Allen. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Allen will try to throw for it, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing his car. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he'll conserve whatever time he can as they'll opt to bring it out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, we really saw a quarterback at the top.